So, joining another M12 Draft Swiss and opening an Aegis Angel, which is a very nice card. Passing another white flyer, another good white card. Playable white, Doomblade, Soren's Thirst. So probably someone beside us will jump on white for this flyer, but I think Aegis Angel is good enough to pick it here for the color and over Doomblade, I guess, or Soren's Thirst. Of course, the Doomblade could kill the Haegars Angel, but I think it's still worth having this big flyer. Okay, timely reinforcements could be the pick here, I guess. Elite Vanguard would be okay too. Playable other white cards. Slowish control deck, the Stonehorn Dignitary would be okay. Passing some blue cards. Black is not too strong in that pack. Okay, so timely reinforcements it should be. So a rock egg would be the best white card here. The rest is not too strong. I think Egg of Treasure is playable red. Rampant Growth is an okay green card. Carnage Worm probably playable, although I think I never really had a deck with a Carnage Worm in it. So black also is not too good here, so I think the rock egg will be okay for me. And it could be that we need to take another color in the next pick, because it seems somewhat cut the white. Although those two are very good cards, but rock egg is not one of the best. It's very playable depending on the kind of deck you're playing. Okay, so this okay, I think the Crown of Empires could delay the secondary color question for another pick. The Merfolk Looter is quite late, I guess. And white-blue is a reasonable color combination. But being able to take the Crown here, I think I rather stay out of a second color for another pick. And the Banalish Veteran is okay, is an okay attacker. So, but having Rock Egg and Banalish Veteran is not exactly following the same strategy. But on the other hand, the Veteran is a usable white card. More green stuff, I guess. The Mana Lead would be okay too. Well, at least the Unsummon is okay blue. So maybe blue is not too open, or this pack didn't contain too much good blue cards. Okay, Griffin Rider is not the worst. This gives a bird. We didn't pick too many or any at all griffins so far, but they might come later. We have 2 packs to go still. Crumbling Colossus might be playable. Great Sword, probably not the worst thing. Well, okay, playable blue keeps coming, so blue seems to be somewhat open. But still, I think I don't want to jump on another color here. So I take the Griffin Rider. And playable white keeps coming too here. Although those flyers are missing, the one who took the Assault Griffin probably took some other white before. Who knows? Tutor black, somewhat late coming here too. Green, but the Warhorse should be okay. Mighty Leap is a absolutely okay trick. So I can pick that here. Lifelink is not exactly the enchantment I would want to play, but it's not the worst sideboard option, I guess. So I pick that, at least for the color signaling reason, and for the same reason I could pick the Dignitary. And have already 9, maybe 10 playables. I would love to see some Assault Griffins or this 1/3 Vigilance Griffin Flyer. So red or green spell to counter Titanic Growth or Ponder. I think white blue being the better card combination, color combination. I rather take a Ponder here. Here I could take a Mesmerist, but I'm not too interested in that. I think I rather have the Elixir as some kind of sideboard option, I guess. But here the Merfolk should be okay, and a foil land, and a flight. I think I can hide the lifelink and flight. Oh, yeah, why not? Why not? A Cemetery Reaper. Well, last tournament I played, I got dismantled by this Cemetery Reaper in the finals, because this token producer is just too good. The rest, I think Stave Off is a good card, but a Cemetery Reaper, especially when we're that open for a secondary color, although white-black is one of the worst color combinations, but Cemetery Reaper is just a very good card. So I pick that here. Well, that would be a nice land. But other than that, there is Unsummons, Swift Boots, another Veteran, and a Gideon's Lawkeeper. Of course, a Skywinder Drake would be great. I love this 3/1 flyers. This guy is so aggressive, but having a repeatable tap effect in the right color is so good too. So that I think I want to have that. So here is another Griffin rider. Having no Griffins, that's probably not the best idea. Oh man, and there's a second of this Skywinder Drakes, which I love so much. Pacifism. Oh, this Elite Vanguard is a uncommon. So that's the reason why you don't see too many of those normally in a draft. Yeah, but pacifism is just so much control. Black here would be Drifting Shade or Devouring Swarm, which could be an idea with the Cemetery Reaper. Produce tokens here, sack stuff to this guy, produce tokens of the sacked stuff, and be able to sack them again to the Devouring Swarm. But having a pacifism I think is crucial for me, so I take that first. So here I could think about a zombie Goliath, which would go fine with this zombie, or the Child of Night, which is a good creature just on its own. Oh, zombie Goliath tends to come around late, so I could try to bet on getting the zombie later. And there are other good 5-drops, so I take this card, which is good on its own, and hope to see the vanilla zombie later just on its own tabling. So the Devouring Swarm could be the thing here, and I think I hide the blue cards. Devouring Swarm. The other option would be a second armored warhorse. I think the warhorse is not too bad, but I think evasive creatures are just so much better than normal creatures. Oh, it's fire. Well, so I want this flyer which can sacrifice dudes, and I think I can do more interesting tricks with that. Okay, someone will have some Elvish Archdruid Lord shenanigans. I think the Spirit Mantle is a good 2, 3, 4, 5, so 7th pick, or what is it? 6th pick. And here is no good black card, no white at all. I could like cut the Brink of Disaster or hate draft at Council, I guess, or a Goblin Tunneler. Cutting black might be important enough here in the second pack. Well, I don't know if I get anyone away from black by cutting non-crucial cards here. So I took the Council just to be safe of that card. Mind Rot, on the other hand, is a playable. Stave Off is another good card. I wonder, it's really late, I would say. Cage, Plummet. Okay, so take the Stave Off and the Benalish Veteran. So no one else seems to be really interested in white here, I would conclude. Wow, and not even in the Devouring Swarm. But an Elite Vanguard. So is this deck trying to be fast or slow? I think I'd rather take the uncommon than the common, I guess. Already having a lifelink, I think I want another variation, something else I could play. Okay, hide. Let's have this card, the Pride Guardian. Alright, that's a rare, I don't care. A black card, which is uncommon and has some very nice effects. A Griffin would be very welcome, but the Vampire is the much better card. And I really need some late game stuff, so I take this Vampire here. An Onyx Mage. Having 2 crowns I don't think is a wise idea, and I don't need too many of those. Just delaying the inevitable. Dignitaries. Bloodseeker could be for the more aggressive touch, but having this uncommon seems like a good idea for me, or to me. White is... oh, black, a zombie. A zombie and utility. Splashing a shock would be an idea too. Okay, but yeah, I think so far this cards would be main deck, and the Grave Digger would be a welcome addition to that. Not sure I want another War Horse. I think I'd rather pick some removal stuff. Having only 2 tappers and pacifism. And that being it, I want this Wind Flash. I could take a big dude. I would love to have something flying, but I think that train has passed. How many enchantments going to play? 1, 2, probably 2 enchantments. Don't think the Mesa Enchantress is too exciting with only 2 enchantments. But what else could I take? The Monolith, maybe. Then I could take the Demystify as a sideboard option. Okay, yeah, I think I do that. Another Rock Egg or a Guardian's Pledge. Don't know if I can store all that much on the ground. I have some white creatures, so I think I could play Guardian's Pledge here. Oh, and I get some late. Wow, and blue, doesn't anyone care to play blue here? That's odd, I guess. I guess the rock egg would have been fine with the devouring swarm, but having one rock egg and one devouring swarm could be enough of it. Okay, the Aromancer could be a thing with those two enchantments, the Spirit Mantle and Pacifism, but I'm not sure I want to play that main deck. So Brink of Disaster would be a playable sideboard option if I need more removal, I guess. Frost Breath definitely has to go. And a Warhorse still came back. Well, I don't know if anyone... Well, let's pick that away. This. So quite a lot of cards. I would like not to play this Dignitary. So this deck looks like it wants to be aggressive, but the question is if I can achieve that goal. In white, we'll play this. Not. Okay, I didn't pick any Griffins. Cards in white, maybe the Dignitary too. Some kind of sideboard. Oh, we took some decent blue cards. I think I want this black cards in, maybe the Mind Rot. From which graveyard? From a graveyard. So Mind Rot would support that. I'll call this guy. Okay, we do not have too much high-end stuff here. Question is if I want to have a Crown of Empires main deck here. How much removal of spell-wise do I have here? So I think I count that as a creature. So 1, 2, 3 removals. 16 creatures seems fine to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of that creatures are 17 creatures, 11 of that are white. So the Guardian's Pledge seems reasonable. Mighty Leap, it's somewhat weak against flyers. I think two things that three 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 things against flyers. So Mighty Leap should maybe stay in here, or I put the Mighty Leap as a sideboard card and take the Crone in first. Try to be aggressive with my Vanguards, Childs, and Pegasus and Warhorses and stuff. Yeah, that might be okay. Is there any creature I would like to have main deck here? Any other? I don't think I want the Dignitary, only if the opponent plays many ground creatures, aggressive small creatures maybe, then the Stonehorn might be a plan. And the Pride Guardian with the sword. I think suggest land here. And okay, those war horses are double white. Having 6 swamps should enable me to draw my swamps for the later spells. So I hope that's solid enough. Yeah, that should be the deck, and let's see round 1.